Alright guys, our plugin is almost complete. We have the form displayed, we have our widget code classes defined. We're sending posts to mailer.php through the form. So now all we have left to do is actually send a form to the webmaster, to the recipient. Alright, so the first thing that I want to do here is check for posts. Okay, so we want to check to see if any post has been made to the page. Okay, so check post. And the way we can do that, we can say if, and we can use the server super global. We'll say if server request method is equal to post. Okay, then we can do what we're going to do. Let's say echo post has been made. And then we'll say else echo no post made. Okay, let's reload. Whoop. Okay, I'm just going to put whatever in here. Okay, so you can see post has been made. Alright, so this if statement is working, except that if a post isn't made, I'm not just going to echo out no post made. What we're going to do is basically send a forbidden response. Okay, so people can't access this file without making a post. Alright, put that there. So if a post has been made, then let's go ahead and get and sanitize post values. Okay, so the first one we want to get is the name field. Okay, we'll set that to strip tags. You can sanitize however you feel. I'm just doing some basic cleanup. So strip tags, and then I also want to trim the post name. So post name. Next we'll do email. So email equals, and I'm going to use the PHP filter var sanitation method. So filter variable. Okay, and what we need to do here is first pass in the value, so that will be the email, and I'm going to trim that up too. So trim post email. Okay, so that's the first parameter. The next one is going to be the actual sanitation string. So it's going to be filter sanitize email. Alright, and I'd recommend using this if you're creating PHP forms. And right, so sorry about that. And you can see all the different options you have. You can make sure it's a number or whatever. So it's really good API to use. So name, email, message, we'll just trim that up. And let's see, post message. Alright, so that's the message. Next we want our recipient. Okay, recipient. And remember, the recipient is coming from a hidden field. It's not actually something that someone types in. Okay, recipient, and then we also want the subject. Alright, so that captures all of our form data and puts them in variables. As far as validation, we do have client-side validation for the email because we're using the HTML5 email input, but I want to do just some very, very simple server-side validation. I'm basically just going to make sure that the fields are filled in. We don't want empty fields. And also the email. We're going to check the email. Actually, we don't need to do the email because we're sanitizing it up here. Alright, so I'm going to say if empty name or empty message or empty email. Alright, and then what we're going to do is just set a 400 error, and okay, we'll set a 400 bad request, and then we're just going to say please check your form fields and then exit. Okay, so that's our validation. Alright, and then after that we're going to start to build our email. So we want to build message. Basically I want the webmaster to be able to check the email and see those fields nicely displayed. Alright, so let's build our message. Message equals name. Okay, and then we just want to display the name, so name, and then we'll do a programming line break. Okay, and we're just going to add on to this. So message, you want to make sure you do a dot equal sign because that'll append to the current message. Alright, so this will be email, and we're going to say /n twice, and then message, again we're going to append, message, and then I'm going to do a line break here, message, and n. Okay, so that's the message. Now let's build our headers. Okay, so headers is equal to from name, and then we're going to do greater than, from name, and then greater than, less than, greater than, and then email. And yeah, that's good. Okay, and then we want to send the email. Alright, so if mail, so we're going to use the mail function, and inside of that we want to put recipient, we want our subject, message, and headers. Okay, so if it is sent successfully, then we're going to post a 200 response, which is success, and just echo out thank you, and we're going to say else. Okay, so if it isn't sent, then we're going to set a 500 response error with a message. And that should be it. So we'll save that. Actually, I have a dot here. These should be commas. Sorry about that. Alright. Alright, now I'm using XAMPP. I'm using a local Apache server, so it's not going to actually send the email, but it should give us the correct response if everything goes well, if there's no error in the actual code. Okay, so name, email, message. Okay, send. And you can see it says your message has been sent. Also, the fields have cleared out. Alright, so it's working exactly as it's supposed to. So I hope you enjoyed this chapter and project, and I will see you in the next. Thanks.